Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we're playing the most powerful slept-on deck in Standard. I don't see anyone else playing this. It's Temur Overlords. This deck is strong. In fact, it's the best Temur has been in about 4 years since, I'd say, Genesis Ultimatum. It's that good, and it hinges upon the fact that Up the Beanstalk triggers with the card draw when you impend your Overlords for cheap. Which means if you sneak in Up the Beanstalk early on turn 2 against, say, a control opponent where you're not pressed to do anything else, and then they're not doing a whole lot and you start to impend the Flood Pits for 3, well, if they counter it, that's fine, you still draw a card. If they don't counter it, you then draw 3 cards and discard a card, and then you really start to get ahead. Similarly with the Boiler Bilges, you can just drop it for 4, either dome their face if they have nothing going on, or dome a Planeswalker or some cheap creature that's harassing you, still get the card draw off the Beanstalk. I don't think you can imagine how strong it feels until you actually play it, but the card draw between these 3 is basically absurd and really overpowers opponents in the long game. Against aggro in the early game, we have a lot of space left in the deck for all sorts of interaction. I started out running 2 of each of Floodmaw and Torch Tower, and then I went up to 3 of each, and then I went up to 4 of each, because at some point it's just like, why lose to Mono Red? If you can afford the space, just fuck them. Just never lose to Mono Red again. Run 8 1-drops and watch them suffer, watch them burn. They deserve it. We're running 4 copies of Fires of Victory, which is really good in this deck. Early game, you're going to have lots of cards in hand. So this is a 2-mana deal 5 to anything. Even a pumped up Mono Red card is going to die to that. And then late game, you have such absurd card draw off Up the Beanstalk and the Flood Pits that I often ended up having to discard to hand size at the end of a turn. Very frequently. So this is powerful enough late game to pick off even big Oculuses or even Atraxa type stuff. The Lockwhale is one of the MVPs in the deck. It is the best it has ever been right now in this format, and it is the best it has ever been in this specific deck because it fulfills all the roles. Early game, it is the perfect bounce spell against Mono Red because you don't have to worry about toughness or destroying things or anything like that because it bounces it either to the top or bottom of their library. It's just really good. No matter how many enchantments or instants they stack on their attacking creature, just send it all back. Make them try again. It's really good. And then when you cast it for its 6-mana version with Flash, you can do it on your opponent's turn, so you can hold open your counter magic and your removal spells. You trigger Up the Beanstalk because it's an expensive spell, and you have a 6/6 threat. It just does all the things. It's really good. We're also running 3 steps ahead. I just like this card a lot, and since everything is instant interaction for the most part, holding this open is not too hard to do. Obviously, you can always counter anything. If you are confident that you can copy one of your Overlords, obviously that's a ton of value. It's just a little bit tricky because you have to be careful about your opponent having a removal spell and blowing it out, but also the base case of draw 2, discard 2 is also very good. Ancient Cornucopia, you don't need to run. It's a mythic rare. There will never be a better deck for it than this, because taking turn 3 off to play a Mana Rock versus Mono Red is a death sentence. But taking 3 mana to play a Mana Rock that taps for one mana of any color when you run 8 1-drops that are very consistently in your hand and completely thwart Mono Red is actually quite good. So you could just ditch this for a land and your win rate might not change at all. I thought I'd try it out. The gaining of life isn't as important as you'd think. One of the historical issues with Temur is that it has no life gain. And so in prior versions of Mono Red, your opponent would run lots of Lightning Strike and Shock or Play with Fire or Kumano. And it meant if you stabilized the game and you had 6 life left and you had done your best and you had executed your strategy and you were ready to win, you could still just lose that game. They're just 2 lightning strikes away, or a lightning strike and a shock, or a lightning strike and a Kumano, and that was it. And so that was one of the really frustrating things about playing Temur in the past, is no matter how well you played, even if you defeated their early game, you can still lose, which sucked. But in the latest versions of Mono Red, that's not the case. People aren't running direct damage spells, or just running pump spells. So if you stabilize the board and you're down to 1 life, you will very likely win that game, right? There's basically no way for that to come back as long as you're holding open interaction. Just people aren't running that many copies of Shock or anything like that. So I don't think you need the life gain for that reason, so you're completely welcome to cut this for land, but it's never going to be better than this deck because if you're running 8 1-drops and you can turn 3 slam this and cast something else, it's going to be as good as it gets. Last notes, there are a couple changes to what you see here from what I actually ran today. I didn't run any Phantom Interference or any Scorching Dragonfire today. Instead, I just ran 3 copies of the Obliterating Bolt. It has its upside in that dealing 4 damage can immediately kill a Liliana that's plussed, and it can immediately kill a Jhin with 4 toughness, and exiles it as well, which is quite useful. But there are a couple decks that I felt like I really wanted the counterspell for. There's an expensive mono black deck with like this key you unlock and it makes a 6/6 demon, and that was kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. And there's also Reanimator type stuff, casting Atraxa or 4 or 5 mana reanimation spells. So I feel like it could have used a little bit more in the cheap counter magic side. And then if we're running that many counter spells, and in general the rest of it is almost all instants, I felt like the last Obliterating Bolt spot could go to Scorching Dragonfire to deal with mono red and keep our options open on the opponent's turn. It's a really good deck. Watch the gameplay. Like, it's fun, and it's a lot of wild cards, but if you can try it out, you should, because it's fantastic. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's enjoy the gameplay. Dive right in. On the draw with the Whale. It is keepable. Mull to 6. Is it a ley line? It is a ley line. Mull to the ley line. Whale is going to have to save us here. Ooh, nothing on 1 though. That's good. Alright, get you out of the way. Up the Beanstalk. I mean, we really don't have time for that, right? I think we just need interaction over and over and over. And just get out of this early stage of the game. They mull to 6. Try to punish them for it. They touch our land. They touch our graveyard. They're touching things. They really like touching things. They're touching it again. They really want to know what that land does. Reading the cards in their hand. They're reading everything. It's mono red, baby. They go for the Slick Shot. Cool. We want blue here. Hold that Whale open. Slick Shot again. All right, they're going for it. We need even more interaction. We don't have it. I don't think we can tap out here for the Overlord, but we do have the counterspell, which isn't bad. Counterspell's maybe acceptable. Heartfire Hero. Do you counter that? I don't think so. I guess you do, right? Because they can't attack. You got to get through these somehow. But then they cast the Slick Shot as well. For 0. That's it? Alright. I think we draw discard. Look for more removal then. I just don't want to tap out yet. I need the Whale online. Fastland is not it. Up to Beanstalk is also not it. But we could play it and hold the Whale still. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright. So now we can hold into the Flood Maw and the Whale. But that's kind of it. We could do the Boiler now. We might take a lot of damage off the hero. I think we sit. One more turn. We're in it. It's close. Alright, here comes the first one. Here comes the second one. It gets to do all the things. Let's see it. You came to play. Let's see what you got. Okay. Yep. It's big boy. I guess they force us to respond here. See if they have one more round of stuff. 2 damage. Okay, so we want to bounce the mouse to top or bottom because they can't replay it this turn. So let's go like this. Okay. Target there. Resolve. Resolve. Resolve, I guess? Alright, so that's the one we bounce, I guess. Doesn't matter. So that one's, yeah, okay. Alright. Down to 12. Here we go. Torch Tower is fantastic. So we go land Overlord, hold Torch, I think. Make sure we have open 1 red. Looks like we do. Zap you. We're doing the thing. Okay, Into the Flood Maw is really good. Let's see if we can hit land. Then we can hold open everything. We do want double blue open ideally. Triple blue open ideally. So you can be green. And you can be green as well. Let's try this. It's not a land. Okay. I don't think we can tap out then. That's okay. I mean, the closer the Overlord flips, the better we're doing. We can attempt a Torch, and if they pump it up, we can still Into the Flood Maw. Scamp, sure. Alright, this is a good Torch time. Unless they have the +2/+2, it should die, and then we bounce it in response. +1/+0, why? It's gonna die anyway, right? They don't control a mouse. They do get the draw. So if we don't want them to draw, we could bounce this thing. I guess it's okay. Is it only... Hold on. Is it only if they... Yeah, they draw a card regardless. So this eliminates one draw. I think I'm okay with that. Let's send it back. No draw. Keep their options low. I think we take the flood pits here. We'll almost certainly hit a land, right? We could be a little greedy, but there's no reason to be greedy. Let's just take the normal cheap flood pits. And ideally we hold open some options. Hold on, let's just go blue. We'll go blue here and like red here or something. Fires is good, land is good. Maybe don't need the next beanstalk, I guess. Okay, hold up in fires. And torch. Slick shot for 0. Inside out. We don't care about that, right? Because when it dies... I mean, we could play around Monstrous Rage with fires, right? So we do this now instead. Okay. We attempt it. Only the +2/+2 saves it. Nope, not this time. Very nice. They scoop? Yeah, let's go. Fuck you, Mono Red. On the play, I like it. We'll keep this. Fast land, hold torch. It's Azorius something. Fast land, do nothing. What else is doing? Painland. I think we dropped the Overlord here. They could counter it, but that's alright. I mean, there's no guarantee they slam anything on 3 anyway. Alright, they got the 2 mana. Ooh, no more lies. Exile. Not that that really impacts us. So we're not sure if it's Reanimator yet. We have no proof of anything. We do have our own counterspell, but we don't have any land. So unfortunately, we're just stuck here. This is not ideal. Fountain part. Ooh. Alright, I guess we take the draw discard then, because we kind of have to. Have to hit land. Up the beanstalk and land. So, Fountain Port. Hornlocked Whale? Maybe not as good yet. Fire seems okay. I can get up something big. Torch the tower. I mean, the whale is a win con. Let's get rid of Torch. Let's get rid of the cheapest thing. Because ultimately, with Up the Beanstalk, it might be what matters. If they're going to counter something, let it be the next Overlord. It's more mana efficient to try that anyway. Alright. Let's see the next counter. Sticks. Let's go. Land is really quite good. Although I guess... I mean, we'll ban one of these just because we have so much. I suppose it's the fast land. We don't need more green, per se. We have green mountain or forest. Oh, we actually might keep that and ban you instead. That seems okay. Alright, fast land. We got double green now. Unconditional double green. Fountain Port make a fish. They have no counterspell there. And we're on the clock. So what is the rest of their deck doing if they're doing nothing on turn 4? And they're not going to counter a thing. What is in their hand? It's just all Sunfall? Or it's Oculus and they can't cast it, but I don't think it will really be that. So we definitely want to resolve Up the Beanstalk if we can. That would be huge. Start with land in case somehow we have to pay through the counterspell. But that'd basically be massive if this resolves. It does. That's huge. If that sticks around, that's really quite big. Land is okay. I mean, at some point, sure, we could bolt this thing. But they just sack it in response and draw a card, so I don't see the point in that. They probably sack it now and draw a card. Draw a card, investigate. I mean, they could still be Oculus. Oculus Djinn. Obliterate solves the Djinn. If we wanted to fire as the token, we could, but I think we're going to want it for the... Maybe the Djinn Oculus at this point? More land. I don't know if you run Fountain Part in Djinn Oculus, though. Don't even attack. Wow, they are wild. They are true control here. Okay. I mean, we want to keep drawing cards. So we'll just slam the boiler here. We could also just cast the whale on their turn. It's also quite good. Yeah, let's do that. And here. All right, now they take the card draw. I mean, this is absurd. I don't really know what's going on here. I don't know. Soul Partition. Okay. It's not a big deal. We can continue to get value. At some point, we do have to be a little bit careful about decking out, but we're far from that right now. More Surveil. I guess they're full control. I don't know. I really don't know. Makes you wonder if we missed an opportunity to put more pressure on them early. I mean, they're really doing a whole lot of nothing here. Counter is fine, because you still draw anyway. Looks like might resolve, and now we have a counter as well. It's feeling good for us. Am I crazy? Soul Partition again? Sure. If we hit land, we can play the Overlord, draw a card, and still hold 3 steps ahead. We do, as long as we have blue open. Let's just play you out for 4. Hold open double blue. Trying to see through to the auto tapper. Looks fine to me. Yeah, I think that's good. Card draw. Another counterspell. Looks great. To the face. Hold the counters. Very weird. Very weird game. Demolition Field. I might have forgotten to put a basic in here, and that's going to cost us a little bit. Let's see if they think to do it. I made that mistake a day or two ago, too. I'm not used to Demolition Field. I mean, how good is this? They get to draw cards. I guess that's a good enough reason to counter it. Plus, a little bit hard for us to remove. So we'll attempt to go for this. And luckily, it's before they did Demolition Field. Counter or counter. Only blue and colorless open. They do draw a card. Now top the Beanstalk is really good. Let's do this. Floodmaw. Can we append this for what, 5 or 3? I'm not quite sure. I think we'll go for it. For 5, yeah. Let's go for it. Trigger. Land. Okay, I want to keep at least, probably bin this land here. 1 blue for the bounce isn't great because they draw anyway, so I don't think we need to hold that open. I think we can just get down the Surveil land here. Another Overlord. I mean, so what do we need at this point? It's fine, it draws us even more cards. It's okay. I mean, we're going to draw into more removal, so much that we can just spam removal on this stuff. Like, it's not that bad. We like the land, the bounce is okay, the whale's a win con, counterspell's good. I think you get rid of one of the bounce spells. They do have these creature lands. Alright, let's see it. Opponent, it puts on the first pressure of the game. Got a lot of good answers to that stuff, though. So what do we really want to do here? We'd like to kill this thing, which means we'd like to torch and obliterating bolt it. That's kind of a lot, but that is basically what we want to do here, and hold fires for the other creature. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if they try to counter the 1-mana torch. Nope, they let it all go. That's fine with me. I think we'll just play the Overlord for 3 and hold open another counterspell. Could have played the land first to play around No More Lies, but it looks like they'll let it go. Another up the Beanstalk. We're at 28. I don't think we need to draw much more at this point. I think we need to start pushing for victory. I don't think we need up the Beanstalk. We need land, we need removal, we need interaction. Counterspells are fine. But 28 is low on cards. Sack you, sure. Draw. See if they start pushing creature lands again. Can bounce it, and fires it in the same turn. Temporary lockdown, they bin that. Not relevant against us. My turn. Do nothing. Alright. Well, we'll flip the first Overlord this turn. But we don't need to do anything. It's a 2/3. How much is that? 3 mana. They could level up both of these to block our Foundry, which would be weird and not that bad, honestly. I think let's get that in there. It's kind of weird to do. 6. No, it's not worth it. We want to hold open the counterspell and the whale, I guess. More land is honestly good at this point, and we don't want to mill ourselves too deep. So let's end here and prepare to whale and or 3 steps ahead. At this point, we're looking for Sunfall type stuff. So if we can stagger some of the damage. Treasure. Alright, first threat flips. It's a lot of damage per turn. It's 9 damage a turn. 27 cards left. All untapped creatures. Okay, let's go for the counter. See how that goes. Don't think we need you, so we can spend that. We could also create a copy. That would be... How much is that? It's an extra 3, so that'd be 6 total. Or we can just play the whale instead. I think we go for the whale instead, split it up. Sure. Attempt this, see how that goes. Successful. See what else they have. Okay, we attempt a whale here for 6. Draw 2 cards, getting lower. They could have a Jace win con in here. They could mill us from 25 to 0. That's actually kind of interesting. I wonder if we can find lethal this turn. With double Overlord. We could, actually. I think it's worth threatening a lot of damage here. They scoop. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about if we power the Mishra's Foundry up versus leave all the mana open. We could play both Overlords for 4 and zap them for 8. But they never really showed us any kind of win con in that deck. That was weird. On the draw, we keep this. It's mono red again. And they have a 1-drop again. That's really good if we were on the play. But since we're on the draw, this is going to sting a little bit. Let's see if we just lose. It's a lot of damage. Copy it. Okay. I guess they don't have a mouse. It was a 1 mana draw 2. Okay, alright. Well, honestly, this gives us a chance to whale away this thing. So, I'm not so sad. 10 to 19. Okay, we get the green open here. But we plan to whale this turn. It's good a whale target as any. Try to pass quickly if we can. Question is, how many copies do we let them go? I think we try to give them 2. No, because that one... Let's see, when this creature dies... Okay. Okay. You got 1 more in you, don't you? We let that one go. Can we go to damage? No, we can't. We can't really go to damage. All right. Top or bottom? Must be done. I guess it's fires this turn. I mean, we could counter something. But, I mean, it's not bad. They didn't play any creatures after combat. That's weird, right? That's really weird, I think. Do we actually... Why did they not play any creatures after... Oops, excuse me. Knocked the mic around. Why didn't they play any creatures after combat? I think we get this land down here. Don't need that. That's bizarre, right? Hold fires, but they don't have any creatures in hand? They get the scamp back. So it's all land. Ooh, what's that? That much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. I mean, we weren't planning to anyway. This is fairly unfortunate. It has haste. Okay, well, we're about to take a lot of damage. We're about to take 5 damage. Yeah. I wasn't planning on gaining life anyway, though. Good lord. Okay, down to 14. So I guess we counter the scamp, so it means fast land time. Oh, yeah. All right. Holding on just barely. No. Counter target spell, pay 1 life off the pain land. Down to 13. Let's see if they have another creature. No, they don't. We do have a fires, which is nice. Let's start here. That's not bad. Don't think we can risk another one. I mean, they really don't have anything, but I don't think we need it. I think it's overkill. Let's hope they don't have more of this bizarre card, whatever that was. Nope, they do nothing again. Okay, let's try another up the beanstalk. That's interesting. All right, hold. 2-0 again. All right, now we have the counter. So now we basically lock it away. So we can Overlord for 3 and still hold the counter spell, which seems good. As long as we have blue open still. Yep, double blue. Looks like we'll get out of this. Alright, that's not such a bad position to be in anymore. They don't scoop though. Lightning strike face, something? They didn't torch the tower. Wow, weird people. Okay, we keep going. Land's good. Boiler room is good. Just hold open. Yeah, we got the anything land. Draw 3 cards is good. Face is the place. Hold open the counter spell. We got too many cards in hand now. Nope, I will counter that. Don't scoop yet. We can hold open a whale. We can probably hard cast a flood pits. And maybe still have double blue. It doesn't want to auto tap us that way. Oh, do we still have blue because it's anything land? Yeah, we do. Let's just play this for 5 then. Triple draw. Nice. We can probably bin the sorcery speed. Removal spell. Another land. We could play something for 2 if we had it, which I don't think we do. And here, hold the counter and potentially copy the flood pits, I suppose. We can probably bin one of the whales. We can probably bin 1 whale and 1 land. Land solitaire. It's a scamp. I will counter the scamp. Okay. Down to 11. They're really holding on. Land is fine. Now we get to start attacking though. We can flash in the whales on their turn. Into the Flood seems good as well. We'll bin this land. Down to 11. Almost dome them from here. Probably just hard cast this for 6. Triple draw is ridiculous. Still got 27 cards left. Yeah, all these are good. We've been the sorcery stuff. Sorcery and one of the overlords. It's fine. Should wrap up the game next turn unless they been holding on this whole time. It's another creature. We don't have the counter, but we got plenty of mana to bounce everything. If they scoop here, they probably could have scooped earlier. Okay. Doesn't matter. I mean, we're going to be able to bounce this thing no matter what. Just doesn't matter. Yep, there's the first round. 2 damage. You could even sack. You could even bargain a beanstalk to get 3. It doesn't matter, though. Let me bounce it with the Flood Maw or the Whale. It just doesn't matter. But they just refuse to scoop here, which is insane. Bounce it. That's it. Resolve all. They finally scoop, yeah. They were shockingly in it to the end. I'll give them that. On the draw with a single piece of interaction. Let's see if it keeps us in there. It's slow. That's fine with us. Up the Beanstalk is fantastic. All right, let's do it. Mono blue with the Fabled Passage. That's interesting. I mean, we're going to go for this anyway. See how this goes. There's some stick here. Oh, baby, it resolves. That's huge. Now, we're not going to have double green on time for the first Overlord. That's okay. Yeah, no double green yet. That's too bad. Demir. But they really want a double blue onto? I don't understand why that happened. So we can hold the counter here, which I think is worth it because we don't know what they're up against. Up to yet. I mean, we can also slam the Overlord. Get our draw. What? Okay, plenty of land. Fast land can go. Obliterating Bolts is okay. Into the Flood could bounce Shelly. I just don't know what they're doing. I guess, are they poisoned? Like, is that what's happening? I think we're going to bin Obliterating Bolt. Shelly's the only thing I'm really worried about. We could bounce and counter it. Do nothing again. What is this opponent doing? I just don't even know. Okay, let's slam this guy, I guess. For 4. Keep drawing. Alright, they counter it. Unless we pay 2, which we don't. We draw anyway, though. I guess they're a poison counter deck, is what they're telling us. So we don't have enough green to do all the things, right? In fact, we really need this green this turn here. Let's start here, I suppose. And I guess we'll go untap land again, even though it's not green. Oh, if we play this, it automatically turns green, actually. Yeah, we can still play this to hold up in the counterspell this turn. And then just remember that as soon as we play the Mountain Forest, then the untapped Verge will flip to be able to play green. Okay. Yeah, that's okay with me. Proliferate up to 2. At some point you stop that, but I don't think this is where you fight. We'll bin one of the lands here. And next turn we could hold up in double counters with the Whale, for example. They're going to proliferate us. I mean, we could counter this. I don't know. At some point you do, right? Are they really going to have anything worse than this turn? Let's just counter it. We have tons of card draw. Tons of cards coming. If this is what it takes to slow them down, let's just do it. So this would give us all the green. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It doesn't interact with them, but not a whole lot is actually going to interact with them. I think you just keep hitting land. We still have enough to do for a couple turns. Let's slam this guy for 5, I think. Draw a card, more land. Okay. Alright, well, we have enough land at this point. Let's say if they can nail the 5-mana sweeper. I mean, we're still in a really good position. We're only at 2 poison counters here. Dude is in platinum playing Dimir Poison. That is a brave man right there. Okay, target removal. Alright, we're up to 3 poison. We do need to start putting a clock on this guy. Drown of the Ichor. And then one more Drown of the Ichor, I guess. Up to 5 poison, perhaps. Yeah, alright. They got no cards left, and we got the counter. We could slam this for 5. Still have 3 mana open, potentially. Could also Beanstalk first. Or we could go for 6 here. Kill him even faster. 6. Double draw. Go face. Alright. I think they need a hell of a top deck here. Now we can just sit and hold counters for the rest of the game as well. We don't really have to do anything here at all. Can probably cast this for just 3. and chill. Double draw. You can still flash in the whale for 6, looks like. Could have been one of the whales. I don't know. We have too much going on here. We don't need everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we just hang out, play a whale. Attack, dome for 9. Down to 7. Whale is almost lethal. Could have been both torches, I think. Scoop. Okay. Yeah. Good game. On the play with removal. Looks good. In Platinum versus Zaraxis. It's a good name. Fast land. Hold torch. Scamp it is. Goodbye. Blast you. 1 damage to the face. Oh no, exiled. Of course. Another fast land, hold fires. Plot. Pesky slick shot. Well, we could hold open both removal spells here, which I think is very reasonable. Try to blast our way through this thing. Oh no, they plot again. Not ideal. Now what? I guess it's the same plan. Hold on. Okay. 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 Now what? +2/+2 and trample. Alright, so we attempt this now. Right. Alright, attempt torch the tower. Still have fires on top. For 3 damage. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we'll go ahead and fires here. Zap you for 3. Give another +2/+2. That'd be unfortunate. Yeah, they do. No, they don't. Okay. That's not so bad. We hit the land. I think you just kill the hero, and we could even kick it. I think we tried on their turn too. Alright, let's go for it. Kick. It's only if... Alright, they did 5 damage to face. Sure. And they manifest. Okay. Down to 14. Pretty interesting. Ooh, that's annoying. Oh, the way that sequenced. I mean, the whale's very good here. I think we hold open the whale for hasty creature. Obliterate you. I mean, we're not doing badly at all. Don't need more land. Got all the land we need. They could hit a hasty creature. I mean, draw 2, then discard a card. Yeah, it's not bad. Probably been the sweeper. We have the whale. Plot you? Alright, I mean, that gives us more time. I guess we do the same thing here and hold open the whale. Fine by me. For 3. Whale's good. Counterspell's also good. I mean, the whale's better. They do the same thing, but we get a body after, right? I think you can bend the counterspell. Should be fine. I guess technically they could fling something. Scamp, sure. Yeah. Doesn't have haste, does it? Does it get haste? No. 2 mana whale. Cool, another land. We can get the next flood pit and again hold open the next whale. It's fine by me. At some point these guys are going to flip. More whales are good. And if they're both going to enter tapped, we'll bend the fast land. Yeah, I mean, it's good against their deck. Does the thing. Triple Overlord of the Flood Pits. Okay. Bounce the Scamp here. Bane Splitter falls off down to 13. Scoop. Yeah, dude. Triple Flood Pits on the way. Whew. That was nice. On the play, we keep this. Survey land. Another up the Beanstalk. I think you just want more land. We also don't have double blue for the Overlord on 3. Black. Okay. Alright, up the Beanstalk it is. Not bad. Deep Cavern Bat. Let's see what they take. The Haunt Woods is playable on 3, so that's not a bad one to take, I guess. Yeah, that's what they take. Okay. We have the double blue, though, which is nice for us. And we start drawing off the Beanstalk. Worst fear is Shelly, so we just have to think about how to handle that. We can probably bin the Painland. We have so many other lands here. One to the face, no problem. What is that? Another discard effect? We did lose life, so they can take the Boiler Bilges here. We can zap the Bat and get back the other one, though. Taking the Bolt would be weird, I think. You take the Bilges, yeah. Torch Tower, nice as well. Let's do a couple different things this turn. Start here. Goes back to the hand, and we hold Torch for their turn. Another Bat. Alright, we'll do this now. I guess we can do it as soon as it enters the battlefield, right? With that on the stack. That's better. Because then we can still play the Overlord. Out of 15. Yeah, I mean, that one's good too. They're all good. Let's just keep their board state clean. Draw up. Counterspell's great. Zap you. I mean, Shelly's the only thing that can really beat us at this point. And they know about the whale, unfortunately. So, ban his talent. They're really just on this discard train. A non-land card. We like the counterspell. I mean, I think Hauntwoods is better than the whale. Though technically we could hold open the whale and, do we have double blue? Yeah, we do. Technically we could hold open the whale. And the counterspell, which isn't that bad. Because then we can answer Shelly if we need to. Fires, that's an answer to Shelly, potentially. Alright, and first Overlord flips. Sure. We get rid of fires this time. So what happens? One or fewer cards, they lose 2 life. But we're going to draw a card off the whale anyway. I think that about wraps up the game. I don't think they can come back for this. And we just have to draw like crazy. Land is fine. Let's begin with the attack. We're going to try to hold the counterspell open for the rest of the game. Double counters. Discard, I guess this guy. It's fine for now. We might not have enough blue, actually, to do anything else this turn. Yeah, so we just hang out here and hold the counters. We can also counter something and also, I guess, draw. We can counter or draw, or we can just copy it right now. I guess both are the same. We're going to win this turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Counter, and we'll take the draw as well. Oh no, we have the copy. Oh, that's great. Yeah, pretty ridiculous. Yeah. Insane. I mean, they were not doing anything, but the draw power off the Beanstalk is very nice. On the draw, looks good here. We'll keep it. It's mono red. It's mono red. Alright, fast land. Hold up in blue. A lot of land here. Wait for them to target, if we can. It's a 1/1. Alright, and so it goes. We begin the eternal battle. One card down. Next we bolt this thing now. 2 cards down. We're doing okay. It's time for the next round. 3rd land. Hero returns. We got a lot of land in hand. And even more. We could get any color we needed, so I think we can start with the draw. And then decide what to play after. Show me not a land. I wonder if they'll be scared if we hold up in red. That's one reason to play this fast land here, as opposed to the hedge mage when we have so much. I think we go full control. And try to scare them off if possible. Lightning strike face. We pause here for a second. Maybe we got something, maybe we don't. Okay, we're gonna wait and try to blow them out again. End turn. They don't even care that we have 1 mana, so the gist is up. That hurts. I don't even attempt to play around it. Alright, 5 to the face. We got the whale coming. We are low. Another interaction spell would be huge here. Rakdos Fling. Rakdos Fling. Down 5, down another 5. Down to 2. It's a boiler room. Drops us to 1. How much does that matter? Does 1 matter versus 2? The answer is maybe not. So if that's the case, we can just play the Overlord here. Oh, you get that trigger off of that? Wow, I did not realize that. That's huge. That makes these cards so much better. Holy crap, I did not know that. Damn, we have to make space for the other Overlord. Counterspell's big. This is all pretty big. We could also take the draw 2 as well. So I guess we want to untap land. That's huge. Means we can counter the lightning strike. I don't think we take the draw discard. I think we have to counter the lightning strike. We can always flash in the whale this turn. That's good as well. We don't have enough blue and we have too many pain lands. So I think we just flash in the whale this turn. I mean, at some point we'll tap out, and if they have lightning strike and they're smart, they wait for us to tap out. But I think we go for it here. They haven't shown us anything yet. Let's see if they win right now. Do you have lightning strike? We're all tapped out. If not, we hold counterspell for the rest of the game. And we can't use... No, we have 3 blue. No, we can't cast the Overload for 2. We could go untap land, play another Overlord. Gotta get there somehow. So if we play you for 4. We still have 3 mana open. Red, red. Oh shit! I thought it was the other fucking land. Oh god. We go back down. Holy shit. Oh my god. I swear to god, I thought it was the new... I don't know what I thought. Fuck. On the play, looks good here. Zuku Zulu. Something to do on turn 3. We do have double green. Yeah, we'll keep that. Tap land, that's what I like to see. Slow start for the opponent. We get the fast land down. We fire something. We ramp. It's all good. It's an Overlord. Alright, we're doing nothing. See if it's a Reanimator. Potentially. Surveil. Alright, so we need the... No, we're good. We're good either way. Well, here comes our own Overlord. Ramp up a bit. Liliana. Creature or Planeswalker, so we could kick this. Plus. We can probably bin the, this land here. So we could kick fires. Or we could bolt and also get the first flood pits down, which isn't bad either. Fires will get worse over time for a bit, but the flood pits does restore it a bit. Okay, let's try bolt here. Hold open double blue for the flood pits. And I don't really hate the cards in hand, so it's kind of weird to dump one of them. Maybe the whale's the least useful card. Up the beanstalk, I think I want to keep almost. We don't need land. Maybe we just bin the land here. There'll be more land to come. Hold on to all the draw cards and maybe see if Up the Beanstalk fits in there somewhere. Another Overlord. Yeah, I mean, looks good to me. Beanstalk plus Overlord. And we just start to get insane draw power here. Could be useful against a Shelly. It's crazy we get the draw off of this. I don't even know why that is. I have to read it more carefully. Alright, I mean, this is massive for us. We have the counterspell. Probably Into the Flood Maw is the worst, although... I mean, we can always wail away the Shelly, so maybe it's just you. We might even be able to just straight up kill Shelly off fires at this point. It's pretty wild. We can always reanimate Atraxa. They scoop. Dude. Man, Up the Beanstalk is just ridiculous. If you can survive that early game, it's strong. On the play, it's acceptable. Keep this. On the play is much nicer than on the draw. Hedge Maze, land, or interaction is good. I don't know if I'll keep that, though. Don't know what we're up against, and we do have fires immediately. White. Scavenger. So you kill it now. Ooh, the Flood Maw is nice. I think let's wait for them to try to pump it up first. They could hexproof, but since we know we have interaction next turn, not as worried about it. Boros. Okay, first round. We can still pick off easily. I don't think they have anything. We'll go ahead and blast this now. 4 or 5 damage. Goes down, easy peasy. No hexproof at all. Next land. And it's got to be this then. Try to hit more land here. Up the Beanstalk. It could help us draw to hit more land. We can get rid of one of these guys. We don't have double green anyway, which is interesting. But I think I'd rather keep it like this. Next Scavenger. Sheltered by Ghosts, take our creature, and just have the ward attached. Just a little annoying. Okay, well we can just bolt it here then. No problem. Yes. Pay the ward 2. Auto pay. Alright. Oh, it comes back as a creature. Oh, that's just got to be game right there. We like the land. The whale's okay. Everything else is maybe better. I think we dropped the whale here. I think that's game right there. Giving us back the 5/3 that attacks and draws cards. That's just too good. So I think we attack first, and then we could double Beanstalk. We could just Overlord this thing. We have a lot of options. If we get the untapped land, we can hold open the Flood Maw, which we do. We've been in the Surveil land here. So I don't think we really need more card draw. So we'll just slam you for 4 and zap this thing. And we can Into the Flood Maw if the last card is in fact hexproof, which is not, but that's game right there. That was a huge scoop. Yeah, what are you going to do? Too powerful start. They were really slow and we just battered them down. On the draw with a nice hand here. We'll keep this. It's the mono red with the Heartfire Hero. Okay, Hedge Maze on 1. Another whale. I don't think we need that. I think just more land is here. We already have 2 2-mana things to do for the next couple turns. Slick shot to the face. All right. That's 18. 3 steps ahead. Fast land. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, we can blast it now, I guess. That's fine. Don't think you're getting through 6 damage. They really just want that damage. All right. Take 4 to the face. And the manifest. That's tough. That is tough. Down to 9. Cool. Another fast land. Hold the counterspell and the whale. Whaling the token is great. But we'll see how this goes. Nope. We'll whale you. It's not a token though, it is a creature. Inside out there. Alright. Take 6. Go top or bottom. Down to 1. It's a pain land. We have the red. We must cast the boiler. There's no other way, and hope they don't have another hasty creature. So here we go. Blast you. And if we untap with a counterspell, it could be okay. Do you have haste? Shock. Alright, dead. On the draw, I mean, technically... Oh god, it's so bad. Technically it works, because the whale keeps everything at bay. It's not a great keep, but they're at least a little slow. It's a blue land. It's huge. Alright, we're officially in the game. More land is probably just good at this point. If they play creatures and we can whale them, they do nothing. Scary. Okay. Potentially Oculus. Nothing to reanimate yet. We don't need to show them the Mistress Foundry. Slamming Overlord is interesting, but what are we going to do if they do nothing here? They probably counter this, right? And then what? Whales are not so good in this matchup. Right now, at least. The problem is, if they do nothing again, I feel like it's not so good for us. No stick at all. Wow. Probably bin you into the Flood Maw. Okay, did not see that coming. They have no... no interaction at all. Well, that was interesting. We kind of forced their hand there. I don't know what just happened. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, a subscribe. All that helps out the algorithm so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.